My name is Janiyah Lucky. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I'm excited to participate in this challenge because I am already working to inform as many people as possible about fentanyl. I am part of a nonprofit organization called Beat Fentanyl. We work to spread awareness and educate people. We have a website at beatfentanyl.org where we feature work being done around the country and try to help people understand what is really happening and what they can do about it. Our mission is to act to beat fentanyl. We amplify the great work others are already doing. We clarify information and team up with people, families, schools, communities, and organizations to get the word out and support people in making good, informed choices. Most people in our country aren't well informed about or even aware of fentanyl or the crisis that has been growing around it. Parents may think schools are talking about it. Schools think it's the parents' responsibility. The truth is, most grown-ups really don't even know what opioid use might look like and wouldn't even recognize the signs that their child could be using pills that could lead to a deadly mistake. They don't even really understand that most kids will never take fentanyl on purpose or that the fentanyl we are talking about doesn't come from the hospital. Youth think that since no adults in their lives ever talk about it, either it doesn't apply to them, the adults don't know, or they don't care. This leads to youth who are unaware of the dangers around them, which makes them more susceptible to fentanyl poisoning, overdose, and death. The only messages that get any real attention are about Narcan and what an overdose looks like. Honestly, people dismiss those messages because they don't believe they apply to them because they don't understand fentanyl to begin with. They don't understand that people use drugs and seek out pills for all kinds of reasons. People look for Xanax for stress and anxiety. They look for Oxy or Percocet for pain or to sleep. They look for Adderall to stay up all night to study. And yes, some people look for drugs for recreation. But most people don't know that even though fewer kids are using recreational drugs than in previous years, many more young people are dying because the drugs they are using are killing them. These days, young people have grown up around pills and been exposed to them more than ever before. In their minds, doctors prescribe them, so they must be safe, and if they want them, they can go right online to get them. Young people need to hear strong, clear messages like, if a friend stops breathing, is struggling to breathe, or shows any sign of overdose, get help right away. There's not a second to waste, and you're not going to get in trouble. You can't give Narcan to yourself, ever. It's an emergency tool, not a safety net. Fentanyl kills by stopping your breathing. If you stop breathing for more than 4 minutes, your brain starts to die. So that's how long you have to get help and start rescue breaths and administer Narcan. It's not just in pills. Fentanyl has been found in cocaine, Molly, meth, and just about every other drug, including marijuana. No matter how much you trust someone, they have no way of knowing that the drugs they got from someone else are safe, no matter what they tell you. These are just a few of the kinds of messages young people need to hear and discuss with each other and adults they trust. When it comes to educating the youth, there are different approaches that we can take. We can advertise on social media, reach out to influencers for their support, and run campaigns with hashtags and challenges. We can advertise and have events in schools, libraries, and other places where youth congregate. We can also use events and have contests like this one and more interactive ways to get the information out. We can record the events and put them online so others can see and be inspired. We can have games and activities to get the message across. I was recently introduced to this method for an assembly that I really liked. This is how it works. We give everyone in the assembly a balloon and have them write their name on the balloon and then spread out all the balloons in the room on the floor. Then we have everyone try to find their own balloon, and when they can't find their balloon after a couple of minutes, we tell them to leave the balloons there, go back to their seats, and we go through the fentanyl presentation. After we have informed them of fentanyl and all the risks, how deadly it is, and what they can do to protect themselves and their loved ones, we tell everyone to pick up the balloon closest to them. We tell them to return that balloon to whoever it belongs to and show them that is how easy it is to educate the person next to them with their new knowledge. We explain that while the fentanyl crisis can seem scary and unsolvable, that working together we can do hard things quickly and effectively, including solve this problem. We tell them that they now know more about fentanyl than probably anyone else in their life, and that knowledge is power. We then ask them to commit to spreading the word to those closest to them and keep asking others to pass it on. They'll tell other people, and the more people that tell more people, the quicker everyone is educated and the quicker we can eradicate this pandemic. I strongly believe that with the right information, people will do the right things. Thank you for listening to my presentation and for running this contest. Together, we can beat fentanyl.